Hello, I am Susanne Schwenzer. I am a lecturer in the School of Earth, Environment and Ecosystem Sciences. I am a mineralogist by training, so I started my studies studying the Black Forest area in Germany. And I went to the lab. I did a lot of lab work and I loved it so much that I continued with a PhD. But because I was looking for some really interesting lab work in the laboratory, I went to study Martian meteorites. And I tell you what, once you catch the Martian bug, it's with you forever. Now, how did I proceed? I got my PhD at the Max Planck Institute for Chemistry in Mainz in Germany. And then I proceeded to work for the Lunar and Planetary Institute in Houston, Texas. At that time, I investigated impact craters. That's when a big rock hurtles into a planetary surface and leaves a big hole. After that, you might have water that gets heated in the underground, and that was what I was studying. After my time in Houston, I came to the Open University. At the time, I was a postdoctoral researcher working in the Argon laboratory. And from then on, I proceeded to become a fellow. I studied Mars still, but I also did a lot of argon work and noble gas work. That's back to the basics because that is what I did in my PhD. Now, after a while, I had the chance to apply for a lectureship in the School for Earth, Environment and Ecosystem Sciences, and I was lucky enough to get it. And now I'm a lecturer and I teach. I teach a lot of OU geology in earth sciences in the 209 course, but I also teach Mars, and that's where I am today. What you see around me is the Mars Yard, a simulation facility where our master student in S818 and in the future some others too can simulate how a mission to Mars is carried out. And so they take all the roles that normally the scientists and engineers at NASA or ESA take, and they run a mission around here, around this place. It's a lot of fun, I'm told. But I also teach planetary science and the search for life. And that's because I'm also a member of the OU's astrobiology group. Yes, and then they all tell me, you want to know something about me that's not science? Well, before I actually started and before I even got my master, I was a journalist. I worked for newspapers and I reported on soccer and kids and accidents and whatever you report on in your local newspaper.